We can start, Mataji. I will share the link
Okay.
in the group. You can start.
Okay. Yeah. So let's start with the prayers. Om Ajnana-Timirantashya Jnananjana-Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Ena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Just 1 minute. Yeah. How are you all doing? How is the summer coming along?
Good. Just coming along good, Mataji.
Okay, let me go ahead and share the screen.
We are
Has
good.
anyone guessed like what is the topic we are going to discuss today? At least I learned a lot because of this. We are going to... Yes.
Remember remember you were like preparing that Kahoot?
Yes.
We all literally saw the answer that was blue. The other now was also called. We literally saw the
Really?
answer color.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, I did not know that. I'll have to check with Mataji then. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
guys, you have opened that?
Yeah,
Mataji, you can delete it. Can you
Mataji,
delete that
I
chat
will
message?
delete this message.
You
My,
posted
you
it to
should not.
everyone, right? That's the problem.
Oh, I don't know how to delete this, Mataji.
Mataji, there is option. If you press on three dots, you'll get it.
Copy only is there.
Oh. Okay, fine. If you guys saw the answers, we'll do something else instead of Pahud then.
I will say that...
I didn't see the answers.
Good kids won't see the answers, okay? Who really wanted to be making Krishna happy, they won't see the answers.
I just
Actually, there was a
joined.
mistake. Mataji is supposed to send me personal chat, but she had put in there, so it went to everyone.
Okay, just don't open it, okay? So today, right, we are going to see a very glorious personality called Dronacharya, okay? So, Ryan, can you please put your hands down? Okay, so today we are going to see the great teacher Dronacharya. Okay, so I hope you all are able to see my screen. Okay, so this is the family tree of the Dronacharya. So who is the father? The father is the great Rishi Bharatwaja. Okay, and are you able to, Mataji, should I put it in full screen? Are you able to
Yes,
see?
Mataji. Now it is more good. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So he is the son of the sage Bharatwaj. Okay, I will go to the other screen so that I had put it over here. Okay, so the father is the Bharatwaj and the mother name is Giritachi. Okay, and he married to a person called Kripi. Okay, she is coming in from the Kripa dynasty. Okay, remember the other day we discussed about the names are coming in based on that family tree. Okay, and they have a son named Ashwattama. Okay, so this Drona, right? He is called as a Dronacharya. And like he is the teacher of the heroes. The title itself is called he is the teacher of the heroes. So what does it mean? Can anyone share what does it mean by the teacher of the heroes? Anyone guess? Okay, Suraj.
So, Mataji, this is not about it's not about Dronacharya's name, but isn't Bharadwaj, I'm not sure, was he a king or a rishi, but
He
Hitachi was
was a sage.
Apsara, right?
Yeah, he was a sage.
But Gritachi was an Apsara, right? So,
Yes.
uh,
And like he was teaching the Kauravas and Pandavas, right? He was teaching the Kauravas and Pandavas, and he was like the master in whatever he was teaching. That's how he got that name. Okay. And he is an avatar of Brahaspati, and the Brahaspati is the student of Parashuram. Okay. So whatever the work he has learned, right, he was like great at it. Okay, that's how he got that name. Okay. And the like if you take his birth, right, when he was born, he is called, like in the modern days we are discussing about so many test tube babies and all those things, right? He was the first child, like he was the first test tube baby, you can call it that way. Okay. So when how did he get that name? Like when the Bharadwaj, right, the father, when he was going to walking over the Ganges, right, he was planning to perform some yajna. Okay. On the banks of the river, he saw that his wife, as you already mentioned, she was like a family of the Apsara, right? She was looking like very very beautiful. Okay. She is coming out from that river, and his mind was corrupted. Okay. So then she got pregnant, and she was they were having the son. And like he was getting that from the wooden vessel. Okay. So that's how he was calling that's how the name is coming in as a Drona. Okay. So since that boy was coming in from vessel, right, that's why he is called as a Dronacharya. Okay. Okay. So like there is a like let's talk about little bit on his childhood. Okay. Suraj, did you raise the hand?
I forgot to put it down.
Yeah, yes, please. Okay, so there is a let's talk about his friendship with Drona and the Drupada. Okay, so when Drona is growing up, right, his father was a sage, as we already mentioned, and they have a little bit hut in the rear nearby that Ganges. Okay, on the banks of the Ganges. Okay, he was studying, I mean, like in olden days, right, the kids used to studying all the Vedas, scriptures, and all those things, like a Gurukul kind of thing. It's not technically a school, but it is equivalent to a school in olden days, right? And but he was like literally poor. Okay. And but when he was around the time of the Drona's birth, right, there is also one more there is also a Bharatwaj Rishi, and he was friends with King Pratishtha. Okay. And he was the king of the Panchala. Okay. So he is the Drupada, right? He is coming in. Father is King Pratishtha. Okay. And he was the king of Panchala. Okay. And when he born, they named a child called Drupada. Okay. So he used to, since both the fathers are friends, right? They used to play together and they used to study together, etc. Okay. But Drupada, right? He is coming in from the king lineage, right? So after his father, he will be taking over the kingdom and he will be ruling the kingdom, right? But like as the time passed by, right? They got separated, and Drupada was like he was like very successful in his career. Like he after his father, he took over the kingdom. Because the reason why we are discussing about this, initially they both were friends. After some time, due to the time and circumstances, right, they part apart from their ways. And this Drupada became a king of the Panchala after his father, and he was like a very rich person. After some time, right, this Drona becomes like very poor, okay. And though he was mastered in Vedas, everything, and like he was coming in from the poor family, right? So he got married to the person called Kripi, okay. And he was poor, okay. So that is the main reason, like he started, this Drupada started insulting Drona, okay. This is the background story, okay. Okay, so this Dronacharya, right, as we already saw that he was learning all that Veda scriptures, and all the master of the arts, everything coming in from the Parashuram. Okay, so what Parashuram is telling is, my dear, this is the exact words coming in from Parashuram. Okay, my name is Drona. I am the son of Bharatwaj. He is going and introducing to this Parashuram. Okay, I have given away all my wealth to the Brahmins. He is, like he himself is poor, but still he has given whatever he has. He has given out everything. Okay, so he has only his body and whatever the weapons he has. Okay, so Drona asked for the weapons. Then Parashuram he was teaching him all the all the odds kind of thing. Okay, how to use the weapons, and how to invoke that Brahmastra. Like when like when in the olden days they used to chant some Vedic mantras, and they used to throw that the astra, right, the Brahmastra, that will directly go hit the opponent. And then if the person is like really intelligent like Arjuna, they can even get back the astra back. Okay, but not everybody is great at it. Okay, but Drona is great at it. Okay, so as we already saw that this Drona and Drupada were friends in their earlyhood. Okay, but after some time they got separated. Okay, so if you look at it, Drupada was insulting him very badly, right? Because he is poor. Okay. This one day, right, the kid Ashwattama was crying. Okay, because some of the kids in his age were drinking milk, but the father couldn't able to afford the milk. Okay, so he was crying out of it. Okay, so upon seeing the, like if even any kid cries, right, the father is trying to accommodate whatever he is able to do it, right? So similarly, Drona was also looking at some of the cows nearby, but he couldn't able to find one. Okay, so some of the powder milk he was getting it from one of the Ashwattama's friends, and he is just mixing it with the water, and he is telling that, sometimes if you really running out of the milk powder, etc., right, sometimes the moms will, even if you have a little bit left over, the mom used to put more hot water and make it as a milk. Like that the father was making a milk. Okay, but like after drinking that milk, this Ashwattama was shouting that this is not really a milk. Okay, he was started crying. Okay, so like if any child is crying, then the parent automatically they become restless. Like that, he was, like he know that his friend Drupada is very rich, so he wanted to go ask. He was a rich king, right? So he was going and telling Drupada, right, this is my situation. I was your friend once upon a time, right? But this Drupada is because he has he is the king, right? He has so much wealth and power. He is super rich, so he doesn't want to help. He doesn't want to help this Drona. Okay, so he become like like if your friend is insulting you, right, we feel it very bad, right? So this Drona was thinking that whatever the activity this Drupada is done to him, right? He wanted to take a revenge, but at that time he was like really poor, right? He couldn't able to do anything. So far, are you guys following? Yes.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
Okay.
Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
So as the time passed by, right, you know the why he was called as the teacher of the heroes. He was the one who is teaching the Pandavas and the Kaurava army when his family is moving into the Hastinapur. Okay, so he was teaching all this whatever the arts he was learning from Parshuram, right? So he was the teacher of all the 5 Pandavas as well as the Kaurava side. Okay, and we all know that the background of who is the father of the Pandavas and Kauravas. We don't need to get into this. Okay, so um, so this is the story about there is a ball in the well. Okay. So once upon a time, right, these both Pandavas and Kauravas, they were playing in that hermitage, right? Because they all were learning all these arts from the same Guru Dronacharya, right? So when they were playing, they are playing in the outside of that hermitage. Okay, so there is a empty well nearby when they are playing that ball game. Okay, so when the ball is accidentally falling into that nearby that well. Okay, whatever the hole was nearby that. Okay, so all the princesses they were try to make it, but you know like they were kids, right? They couldn't able to. You put your hand, but you couldn't able to reach it. Okay, and then at the time, right, Drona was just passing by that place and he was like literally like you know like if your friends also doing that, right, you used to make a fun of it, like you couldn't even able to take it out. Okay, like that he was also passing by, he was making some comment that, oh, you guys are a princess, but you couldn't even able to take the ball out from that wall. Okay, so you watch how I will take that ball out. Okay, so saying that the Grona is like throwing a blade of the grass. Okay, and then the ball pierced it, he is just taking with another blade of grass, and then he was making a chain kind of thing, and then he is able to pull that ball. Okay, you know like in the village they used to have the rope kind of thing, like that he used to make the chain of the grass, and then he is trying to lift that ball. Okay, he was just showing that this is one of the story. Okay, so the princesses, right, they were kids. Okay, so like how the master is thinking, right, you know like when somebody is giving us some problem, like you just take the math problem. Okay, one kid will be doing the addition in one way, the other kid will be doing in another way. Okay, I mean like the number of steps how you derive the answer, right, it is different. Okay, everybody has their unique way to do it. Okay, so by when the Dronacharya is doing this, right, the kids were like so astonished by like how he could even think about it. See, you don't have any other weapons nearby you, but still he was just able to make the chain with that grass, and then he was able to pull it. Okay, so he was just the kids were astonished basically. Okay, and then um, okay, so the Bhishma, by seeing that, right, the Bhishma, he is also another great teacher, right? So Palvit, did you raise the hand?
Yes, Mataji, but how was he able to make like the chain thing?
Chain, like you tie the grasses one by one, like in I don't know what do you call that, in the sod before when if you had seen the when house construction is happening, right, they will bring a very big sod. Have you seen that?
No,
See,
but
you can
over
literally tie that
Mataji,
sod. Yeah.
Mataji, but over here they don't bring it. Like over here, they don't bring it because houses are building nearby our home and they didn't use one sword. They were using one like
Yeah.
Like-
You know, like there is a sword kind of thing. I don't know like how to
I've
explain
seen
it,
they
right? But he used to
I've
make
like
it.
I've like seen they have like a sword thing to
Yeah, it's
like
literally like a rope. How you can make a rope out of the grass, it is like that he is making it. Okay.
oh, so you're tying it kind of like
Yeah,
one
tying it kind of thing. Exactly right. Okay. So that, you know, like the Bhishma was also in that scene. Okay. So he was telling that the Kuru and the princess, right? Even though you don't have anything, whatever you have at that point, right? You just use your intelligence and try to act very smart. That's what they are telling. Okay. Next, let's go to the next one. Okay, so Drona was the teacher of Pandavas and Kauravas, right? Among every other people he was teaching, right? Arjuna was his favorite, okay? Because, okay, so after the Bhishma is on the Kaurava side, right? Since he is teaching the Kauravas, he was giving, you know, that a Guru Dachina they used to give, right? Like that, he has been offering so much wealth to this Drona. Okay. After learning this, see that Acharya means the one who is teaching, or he is skilled at the whatever the art he is teaching. Okay, so that's where he is. Acharya means the teacher. Okay. So this Arjuna, right, he himself is like a very talented person. Okay, so whatever the teacher is teaching, immediately you know, like every other kid, like some kids will take some time. Okay, so for example, if you are trying to learn some experiment, maybe some kids will do it in the first shot, some kids will do it in the two times they will try to do the experiment, and then third time they will pick it up. But Arjun is not like that. Okay, so whatever he teaches, okay, immediately he will pick it up. Okay. And so the Dronacharya, right, he is calling everyone. Okay, so he has something in his heart. Okay, promise me that once you become whatever the weapons or the art is teaching at, right, so you will accomplish that motive for me. Okay, so he is asking that, he is planning to teach so many weapons, how to use so many sword and different weapons, right? So whatever he is teaching, right, you just give me a promise once you are skilled at it. Okay, so that is the promise he is asking. Okay, so nobody was opening the mouth. Okay, but Arjun, right, being a studious kid, and he is very interested in learning, he stepped up and saying that whatever the promise you are asking, right, I will accept that. Okay, so Dronacharya, right? So if the teacher, see, whatever the teacher is preaching us, right? If we able to follow his instruction, the teacher gets like so much happiness. And if you are able to follow it, like how Prabhupada is teaching us Krishna consciousness, he was the Acharya, right? So when we follow his instructions heartfully, then we make Prabhupada happy. Like that is the most happiest thing that could happen. Okay, like that Dronacharya, when he hears Arjun is telling that he will keep up the promise, like he was like, you know, like his heart is feeling with so much happiness. Okay, and from that day, right, Arjuna is becoming his favorite student. Okay, so whatever you know, the challenges from then on, like whatever challenges he is putting, like Arjuna used to fulfill whatever the activities he is giving it to Arjuna. Okay, so Drona is started teaching all the weapons. Okay, and you know, they all are becoming very good at so many weapons, using like a swords. There is you know, the arrow, the bow and arrow, like other weapons. Okay. Okay, so among all these things, right, there is a one other princess, Ekalaiva. Okay, so Ekalaiva is approaching Drona. Okay, but Ekalaiva is not a direct princess coming in from the king's lineage. Okay, but he is a adopted son. Okay, but he is coming in from the low caste. Okay, being a teacher and a learned person of the Vedas, right? Somehow Drona was not using his intelligence. Okay, he was just rejecting Ekalaiva's offer. Okay, so Ekalaiva is telling to Drona that I want to learn all the arts and the weapons, whatever the skills you are teaching it to Kauravas and Pandavas, right? He wanted to learn from him. Okay, but Drona was rejecting his offer because he is coming in from the low caste birth. Okay, but technically he should have not done that. Okay, so Ekalaiva, right? He was like very sad, since if somebody is rejecting us, right, we will also feel bad and, oh, what is the mistake I have done? Why is this person is rejecting me? We evolve into so much thoughts, right? But Ekalaiva, right? He was at that moment he felt sorrow, sad, everything. Okay, but you know what he was doing? He was making Arya.
And the page before this page, why was the words underlined in orange? Highlighted?
We don't need to do that. There are some myths and facts. We don't need to get into that. Okay. Okay. So where did I stop? So this Drona was not accepting to teach Ekalaiva, right? So what is happening is this Ekalaiva, right? He wanted to learn from him only. So he is making a statue of this Dronacharya kind, and he was like, whatever he was teaching, okay, he was treating that statue as his. Yes. Hello.
By mistake, they have unmuted. Continue.
Okay. So he was making a statue of this Drona. Okay. So whatever he's, like he is treating that statue as a real master. Okay. And however way he is teaching it to Pandavas and Kauravas, is also that statue is teaching him like that. He is imagining and he is getting mastered at everything. Okay. He is whatever the skills or the weapons and the arts he is teaching to the Pandavas and Kauravas, same thing he is also learning himself. Okay, he started learning very quick. Okay, so let's go to the next one. I think let's not. Okay. So this Ekalaiva, right? He was treating that statue as his master. Okay. And he started learning things, right? And one time, this Pandavas and Kauravas, as a part of this learning, right? The Kshatriyas used to go hunt in the forest. Okay. So one day these Pandavas and Kauravas, they are taking a permission from Drona, their teacher, and then they are going for the hunting in the forest. Okay, and there is a, there is a dog. Okay, a servant with a dog follow that princess. Okay, the dog was separated from the owner. Okay, and he was just wandering in that forest. Okay, and like when he saw these princesses are coming into the hunting into the forest, right, he just started barking. Okay, and he just started barking, and when Pandavas see that okay, when the dogs see that there is a hunting party, they have that the sword, a bow and arrow, everything, right? When they go for the animal hunt in the forest, they have all those weapons. When that dog sees that, right, he was like so scared. Oh, somebody is coming here to hunt. Okay, So who is this? So they also saw the dog. Okay. So how we can do that? 1 second. Okay. So what happened? They are sending some 7 arrows into that mouth of the dog. Okay, which stopped it from the barking. See, initially when the dog see that Pandavas and Kauravas, it was started barking. Okay, then they are. No, I think not. I think Ekalaiva was the one who was shooting that arrow into that dog's mouth. Okay. So when the dog was, like when the dog got hit by that 7 arrows in the mouth, right? The Pandavas were seeing that, oh, who is this person exactly aimed into the dog's mouth? See, technically it is not possible for us to put the exactly point the arrows in the dog's mouth, right? So unless somebody is like extremely mastery in that skill. Okay, so the Pandavas were astonished, like who threw that arrow into the dog's mouth. Okay, and then when they were searching for it, they found this Ekalaiva. Okay, he is the son of King Hiranyadanus of the Nishadas. He was the, yeah.
Did they shoot the dog's mouth because they wanted the dog to be quiet?
No, this Ekalaiva was shooting the arrows in the dog's mouth before they see it, because when the dog is seeing this Pandavas and Kauravas, right, the dog started barking. Okay, so but by then this Ekalaiva was seeing the dog, and he was, after he hears that the dog is barking, right, he was shooting that arrow. Okay, he is shooting exactly 7 arrows that is going into the mouth, that tongue of that dog, so that it shuts its mouth. Okay, when Pandavas and Kauravas seeing this scene, right, somebody is like very mastered in that art, only they can exactly aim at that mouth. Okay, that's what they were astonished, and they were asking, like they saw that Ekalaiva in that place, and they are asking like, who are you? So he is introducing himself now. Okay, I wanted to learn all the whatever the arts you are learning from Dronacharya, right? I wanted to learn from him, but I was rejected by Drona because I was born in the lower caste and I got adopted by my father. Okay, but I did not. He was worried at that point, though he was rejected, he did not give up. That is the point we need to learn. Okay, he was determined to learn that art. Okay, and he made that clay, the statue of Drona, right? And he was practicing like as if like the instruction he is getting from the Drona itself. Okay, then he is becoming mastery in that art. Okay, so what is the lesson we learn from this, Ryan?
I was going to ask you
Sorry, Ma, what is your question?
why, like, shooting, he like shoot the arrows in the dog's mouth. So like, I forgot to let my hand down.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, so what is the lesson we learned out of it? What is the lesson? Niti?
Yeah, I think that the lesson is like Eklavya was determined and like
Yes.
he
Yes,
was
he was very determined in, see, he wanted to learn that art, okay, but he did not give up even if he is rejected, right? See how much faith, even though he made a clay statue, right? He has so much faith, and like if you have that faith, and then even though it is a statue, he is able to make that connection. Okay, like how we can able to make a connection with the Prabhupada is exactly same thing. Is if we are determined in our Krishna conscious, right, then there is a two-way communication, right? It's exactly that. Yeah, he was so determined. Yep. Ryan,
Don't give up.
don't give up. Yes. Okay. And then this Ekaleva is introducing himself to Kauravas and Pandavas, and they all were like, they were like felt bad that why this Drona was rejecting him. Okay. And then this Arjuna is going and talking to Drona that why did you reject him? Okay, see earlier that he was promising him that I was your great disciple, right? Why that Ekaleva is like, even he is like more stronger than me or more superior to me. Okay, that was the question he is posting to Drona. Okay, Drona, right? He was just thinking about, oh, I did rejected this person, right? What I can do, like that, like he was feeling himself bad that he rejected him because he is coming in from the low caste, right? So he was feeling bad about it. Okay, so this Ekalaiva, right? So this they are going and talking to this one. Okay, so this Drona is asking that you made a statue of myself, okay, and you are learning as such. Like I am teaching you, right? So you must give me that. You must pay me some Guru Dakshina. See, when we learn any art, right? For example, you learn Carnatic or you learn Bharatanatyam, you learn any art, right? So the first time when you go meet your teacher, it is our culture and respect that we always pay obeisances to the guru, and we give him the Guru Dakshina, whatever is possible. So you can give fruits, you can give whatever is possible for you, you can give flowers, anything whatever is possible. Okay, so this Drona is coming back after having this conversation between Drona and Arjuna, right? They are coming to Ekalaiva and asking, you have my statue and you learned everything. Okay, you became a mastery, now you give me the Guru Dakshina. Okay, so then this one is asking, like, tell me what do you want. This Ekalaiva is asking, so he is telling that, okay, you give me your right thumb. Okay, immediately without even thinking about the second thought, right? Immediately he is cutting his right thumb, and then he is just giving it to him. Not even a moment he is thinking about it. Okay, he was just checking that whether he is faithful to Guru, since it was a clay statue, like whether he is like really faithful to the Guru. He just wanted to test it, but immediately whatever the Guru Dakshina he was asking, he was just giving it. Like he was like so moved by his that Guru Bhakti, everything. Okay, and let's move on to the next story. Okay, so once upon a time, right, this Drona was teaching, you see that the bow and arrow everybody is having, all the Pandavas, right? So they are trying to shoot. He is making one artificial bird, and then he is putting in the tree. Okay, and he was asking one by one the Kauravas to come and shoot the arrow. Okay, so the first person Yudhishthira is coming, and the Dronacharya is asking, what are you seeing? He is telling that I am seeing a tree, I am seeing this, I am seeing that, I am seeing the leaves. Like every other Pandavas are giving one thing. Okay, everybody is telling that along with the bird, they are seeing other things around that bird. Okay, so if you are like really mastery in that thing, right, so you should be only aiming at that bird, whatever the bird he is keeping in the tree. If you look at only the bird and then you aim only at that bird, okay, what does it mean? You should not put your focus on other things. Okay, whatever is the surrounding things. Okay, so that is what this story is about, the bird's eye. Okay, See, Yudhishthira, right? He was just asking. The Drona is asking, what are you seeing? Okay, he is telling that he is seeing a bird, the tree, his brothers, he is seeing himself. He is telling so many things. Okay, then Drona is telling that you really cannot shoot the bird. Okay, you just back off. Okay, he is calling one by one. Okay, one by one other Pandavas. Okay, finally he is calling Arjuna. Okay, Arjuna, okay, what are you seeing? Okay, then Arjuna is telling that I see the bird's head and head. Only the bird he is seeing. Okay, he is not seeing any other things around the bird. Okay, then that's how already Drona knows that Arjuna is his perfect student, and like he shoot his arrow and he just exactly knocked off that bird. Okay. Okay, so one, Mataji, are we running out of time? Can we do the Kahoot or shall we continue?
Yeah, another 5 minutes you can do, Mataji. No problem.
Okay.
Mataji,
Uh-huh.
I know this story.
Okay, go ahead, quick.
So like the teacher, Duryodhana, he went
Mhm.
in the water and then saw the giant crocodile behind him, and he knew he could defeat the crocodile by himself, but he tried to see if his children could help by themselves.
Mhm.
And then when he said, "Ow, a crocodile!" and then all the kids ran away. All the Pandavas and Kauravas ran away except Arjuna, and he shot the crocodile and killed it,
Mhm.
showing
So-
that so that means it's showing that Arjuna was his perfect student.
Perfect student, exactly right. Okay, then Drona is giving a special thing called Brahmastra. Okay, so like in whatever the missile and the atom, whatever we are finding out in the modern technology, right? Nothing could be equal to the Brahmastra what he has given it to Arjun. Okay, like like if you chant that mantra and you throw that weapon on some whoever is your enemy, right, it will directly go hit that person. Okay, but he is giving that Brahmastra and he is telling that you should use only when you are in emergency. Okay, you should never use against the battle. So many conditions he is telling, you really use it when you really need it. Okay, and Arjuna, okay, so he is just receiving from the master. Okay, um like let's not get into this story. Okay, um okay, after once he finishes all the once they are becoming mastery in all the arts and things, right, they all are returning back to the kingdom. Okay, and we know that the war is going to happen, everything. Okay, let's quickly go back here. Okay, you remember Drona and Drupada was friends, right? Drona wanted to take a revenge on Drupada. Okay, so he is telling the Pandavas that you go fight with that the kingdom, whatever the Drupada is doing. Okay, he was still remembering that revenge on his. That time he was not able to act because he was poor. Okay, so this. The he was ruling that Panchala kingdom, right? He got it from his father. Okay, he is telling that you go fight with that kingdom. Okay, and then they are going and fighting, and he is taking basically the revenge against whatever he had it in the back end days. Okay, this is one thing I wanted to tell, and then let's move on quickly. Okay, um, let's go to this war section. Okay, so we all know that after the Pandavas exile, they are coming back and they have a fight for that kingdom, and the war is happening. Okay, in that war, right, as we already mentioned that Ashwattama is the son of Dronacharya, right? And though that Dronacharya is like a very good teacher, everything, what is happening? this Ashwattama is a very good friend of Duryodhana. Okay, so this Ashwattama is standing on the Kaurava side. Okay, because he wanted to support his friend. Since the son is supporting the Kauravas, this Drona is also supporting the Kauravas. Okay, so what is happening in the Kurukshetra war, right? He is defeating one by one. Let's not get into all this story. Okay, we will play Kahoot as well. Okay, like Drona is like very good at the archery, right? So he was fighting with the Pandavas day by day. So many soldiers he is killing, etc. Okay, and Arjun, right? Arjun and Yudhishthir, like they are going back to Krishna and asking that this Drona is like, he is our teacher, right? We don't want to fight against. So what is his weak point? They are discussing. See, though he is your teacher, right? They see, when it is a Kshatriya, like you have to fight. When you go to the war field, you have to fight no matter what, whoever is standing on the opposite side, right? That is the Kshatriya dharma. Okay, so Krishna is telling that you have to do your duty. So a couple of days, right, they both were hesitating because the Dronacharya is the teacher who is standing on the opposite side. You see, like the Arjuna himself is the smart student. You could imagine how smart Dronacharya was, because he was the teacher of all these people, right? So they have to trick this Dronacharya in some way. Okay, so how to trick that? Krishna is telling that. Okay, so there is an elephant called Ashwattama. Okay, so you just go after a couple of days of the war, right? You just go tell that Ashwattama was died. Okay, yeah, Ashwattama was died in that battlefield. Okay, but only the Pandavas know that the Ashwattama is the elephant. Okay, they didn't tell that Ashwattama the elephant. They told that Ashwattama is died. Okay, the moment this conversation is getting into Drona's ears, right, he became like too much weak. Like, my son is died. He couldn't able to believe it. Definitely my son cannot die. Okay, because he thought him. See, this Pandava itself, he made them mastery in whatever the arts, right? So the being a son, like, he is even more good in whatever the weapons they were using. Okay, so they were discussing about the Krishna wanted to trick him, right? So the Ashwattama is the white elephant. Okay, but that Ashwattama was died, they were telling, but it's technically the white elephant. Okay, when the Drona hears this, he was like like, he does not have any mood. He was shaken basically. Okay, and then he couldn't able to continue the way how he was fighting for all these 13 days. Okay, and then finally he died. Okay, that's how we end this. Okay, Mataji, we can go for the Kahoot, Mataji.
Mataji, we can do the Kahoot now. Yeah, give me
The
a minute.
trick was, you couldn't like we know that Krishna how to he knows how to trick. So he tricked him that Ashwattama the elephant was died, but when they tell Ashwattama, immediately he got shivered and he started losing, like he was like feeling so much weak. Okay, can you all enter the game pin? It's 8620471. I see 4 kids, 5. So there are so many lessons we can learn out of it. From Ekaleva, the determination and the faith, and from Arjuna, like whatever we learn at it, right, you become a mastery in it. Like, for example, you are going to the school, there are some subjects which are your favorite, some subjects which are not your favorite, but still we try to learn as much as possible and try to give our best. Ready? It's 862047.
Sean, Shoni, Shoni, Sean, Sean, Shoni, Sean, Sean.
Okay, Mataji, I think all the kids joined, Mataji. We can start.
Mataji, my mom needs to join in.
Mataji, there are a couple of kids wanted to join. Mataji will wait.
Oh, 25. It was showing 25. Okay.
Yeah, some kids, there are siblings, Mataji, that's why.
Okay.
तो ऑन तो करती नहीं कैमरा, तो माता जी को कैसे पता चलेगा?
I'll try to mute everyone so that there is no talking. No, sorry. Oh, let's go.
Oh, one kid dropped off.
Yeah, they will get in, Mataji. Come on, let's go.
No, I'm here.
Yeah, let's start.
Wait, just a second. It looks so close. Okay,
Touch.
I
Okay. So, what is the title of the caption for Drona? I see 23 answers, 24, 26. Yay, he is the teacher of the heroes. Everyone got it correct. Good job, kids. So, anyone remembers Drona's father name? I see 28 answers, 29. Oh, only 18 people got correct. That's okay. So, who is Drona's Gurukul friend? I see so fast the kids are answering. Only one is wrong. Drona was learning from who? Purushottam, Parshram, Parashara. The volume is not coming right, Mataji. Is it right?
Volume, Mataji, your voice, Mataji?
Volume.
Yeah, your voice is coming to us, Mataji.
Okay. Okay, Mataji.
We'll move to the next question.
Okay, I
Everybody
see
answered correct.
21 people got it right. I haven't talked about Purushottam. Why did you guys choose Purushottam? I don't know like whether we covered this, but you guys can guess it. Drona is an incarnation of Good guess gets.
People, everybody got it correct.
I don't know whether I covered this. He is a descendant of. I think I did not cover this, but you guys can guess. Couple of questions. Angirasa, Angada, and Agastya. Oh, 9 people guessed correct. Agastya is the name, right? Okay. So this also we did not cover. Okay. You can give a guess. Drona is good at Samaveda. I have a slide for this, but I think we did not even get into that. Drona is good at this Dhanur, actually. I will just put it. I have the slide. I'll just put it. He is good at this one. Dhanurveda. I'm just pasting it here. Drona is good at Dhanurveda. So anyone remember how Drona was born? Golden vessel, Drona means carrying water, or silver vessel or wooden vessel. 11 people got it correct. Karna was rejected by Drona. I think you need to take a guess. I think we covered this. That was false. Fair guess. 13 people guessed false.
Equal.
One of the princesses that approached Drona and rejected was Nakula, Arjuna, Sahadeva, Ekalaiva. Good job, kids. Who is the best student of Drona? Everybody should get correct.
Didn't even take the whole time.
Ekaleva cut is when Guru Drona asked the Guru Dakshina, left thumb, right middle finger, left middle finger. I would expect everybody should be getting correct. Three people have chose left thumb. Dash became the best at chariot. Oh, this also we did not cover. No. Maybe you can guess. Arjun, Nakul, and Yudhishthira. Arjun was good at sword fighting. 13 people guessed correct. Guys, I told Arjun was good at chariot fighting. Still, you guys chose Arjun. Okay. Whose arrow is piercing the bird's eye? Nakula, Sakadeva, and Arjuna. Arjuna. We never talked about Nakula. I don't know why did you guys pick that. When Drona was in the river, Dash seized him by the thigh. A whale, a snake, or a crocodile. I would expect everybody get correct. Good job, kids. Man, 2 people picked a snake. I think this also we did not, but you can just guess it. Karna asks the dash weapon. Whatever the weapon he was given it to Arjuna.
Very nice clue, Mataji. Yay, good.
Who chose that Gada? Arjuna did not receive the Brahmastra. Is it true or false? I would expect everyone get it right. Arjuna did receive the Brahmastra, right? It's a true. He did not receive. So it's a false, right? Is it 19? Yeah, 19 people did correct. Though Drona reconciled with Dash, he still want to take a revenge. Rishi, Atri, Drupata. But one thing we learn out of it, like when you have some indifference with some other people, you just talk about it and you just forget about it. You don't need to, like we don't need to create the tendency in our heart that you want to take a revenge, right? That will technically spoil ourselves than the opponent person. Ashwattama is a friend of Arjuna, Duryodhana, Bhima. I would expect everyone to get it correct. Duryodhana, right? Man, who chose Bhima and Arjuna? He was not a friend of. He was standing in the Kaurava side, right? So Duryodhana is on the Kaurava side. In the war, Drona stood with the Pandavas. Is it true or false? Which side he is standing with? I would expect everyone get it right. Somebody picked it true. He was standing on Kaurava side, right? It's a false. Only way Drona could drop his weapons is to kill Bhima, is to kill Ashwattama, is to kill his son. I think there are 2 answers for this. I did not correct the sentence. How he can put his weapon? Yeah, I mean, like when he hears the name of Ashwattama got killed, right? When they were having that conversation. Yeah, it's 2 answers for this. Okay. Bhima can kill that dash when we cry out the Ashwattama is dead. Krishna was telling the trick. So Ashwattama is a cow, horse, elephant, or a bull. Elephant. 20 people.
Somebody selected cow, bull.
How come you guys chose cow or a bull? It's an elephant, right? Ashwattama is the elephant. I think you have to guess. Drona held the invisible sword of is earlier we have seen this. He is an incarnation of who? That's the same answer.
Super guess, Mataji. Super quick clue.
20 kids. Who chose that Vishnu and Ganesh, Shiva? We never talked about all those things.
Last question.
This you have to guess. I think we have not seen this. Yeah, it's Lord Shiva, not Lord Ganesh or Lord Vishnu. Good job, kids. Third place goes to Shishir. And second place go to VV. I don't know who is the VV. First place go to Palvit. Good job, Palvit. And the runner-up is Param and Nidhi. Good job, kids. I hope you all liked the class. I mean, like, I have so much, but I was not able to cover. Nidhi?
Yeah. Can we close the call here? All are the winners, okay? Oh my god. Oh, so many people raising hand. Why? Okay, we'll unmute. Sorry. Oh my god. Mom, this is not fair.
Yeah, Mataji,
Yeah, ma.
I have a question. So, like,
Yeah.
in the Kahoot, there was like a question that said that Karna was rejected by Drona.
Mhm.
Isn't that true?
No, it is not true. It's not, Karna was rejected. He was not rejected. That's
Then
a myth everybody was talking about. That's what I have it in one of the slide. It was a myth. I have it. So, but see, everybody was telling that Karna was rejected by Drona, but that was the people, whoever is talking. But Karna was actually accepted by Drona. It was already mentioned in Mahabharata Vanaparva. Okay.
Okay, kids, can we close the call here?
Mataji, actually, I won because I
Okay.
was listening to the class every time and I didn't believe it. Like, I just got like all out of all questions correct.
Yeah. Great job, Palvit.
So proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's close the call. We are 11 minutes far. वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। रेवती माता
Thank
की
you, Mataji.
जय।
Hare Krishna, kids.
Hare
Bye.
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna
Bye
Mataji.
bye.
Hare
Bye,
Krishna.
Amma.